Hello everybody and welcome back to the next episode of Mountain Blade Bannerpage, where the Dark Knights are doing pretty well at destroying the Swadian Empire, which sounds good because the Swadians were always a problem and they were kind of going after us. The problem being with that is that after that, who are they going to end up going after? Probably us, the Rhodoks. There's a risk of war. I'm hoping that we don't end up fighting them, but you never know. We are at war with the Saranid Sultanate at the moment, so let's go over there and see what we can do to get them some money. During a short but well-deserved rest, you notice something shiny on the ground. After a closer look, thinking it is your lucky day, you discovered only a small metallic piece of junk lying in the grass. Unfortunately, totally worthless. This could be a bad sign. Okay. That could have been worse. I know some of these events can be problematic. Truce with the Swadians is now finished. Let's have a look at Almera, because I think Almera was ours. I'm not saying we need to go for Almera right now. 159 inside. I'm just curious to see, really. Did see a force here. That's the Kaiser, Kyler Harlaus. Just have to avoid him. Let's have a look at Yamish Castle. Only 139 inside, but with some pretty tough units inside, I don't think that's worth us going after. I'm more concerned about going after trade. Okay, that's changed my plans. The Swadians have declared war on us. I'm not entirely sure why. I feel like they've got enough problems as it is, to be perfectly honest. Do we want to try to take Almera back? I mean, we know the Kaiser was just round here. 159, it's not ideal, especially with some dark troops inside. Don't think that's particularly ideal. Maybe we can have a look at Haringoth. We'll head back that way and see what happens. I think we're probably better off fighting the Swadians than we are the Saranids, in a way. In fact, let's see if we can chase you down. Why are you following me? Have you got another friend here? Doesn't look like you do. I think you're far enough away. Good. Right, we'll fight you to the end. 112 versus 53. Should be a pretty reasonable fight. Okay. Let's get ourselves set up. Infantry here. Archers behind. We do now have a few bits of cavalry, so we'll hold them over there. And presumably they're going to charge us. Yes, because they attacked, so they have to. Okay, Bundock does have bolts, good. Okay, so Archer's starting to fire, good. We'll pelt them as much as we can before they get close. There's no point charging in if we can keep attacking them from afar. Seems to be quite a few heavy cavalry, which could be problematic, but hopefully we can start to deal some damage to them before they get close. Just make sure the music's on. I guess it just hasn't triggered for this particular battle. May do it at a later stage. Okay, a lot of the knights and men-at-arms are being killed, which is excellent. I'll let my infantry charge now. Oh, here we go, here's the music. Guess we have to wait till close quarters. Cavalry can go now as well. I'm not too worried about this fight, to be honest. We might lose a few recruits or low-level troops here and there, but generally shouldn't be too bad. A couple of recruits, Rodok Sergeant dead. It's unfortunate, but we'll just have to deal with it. This is the music from Kingdom of Heaven, if I am not mistaken, which is lovely because it's a great soundtrack, but it's probably not good for my copyright. So one thing about Warband mods, they always seem to take music just from other pieces of media, which, you know, again, is very atmospheric, but as a YouTuber, I probably shouldn't be using the Kingdom of Heaven music, because I imagine it's not looked upon particularly favourably. Still, I'm not monetised, so could be worse. Hopefully that Dark Knight can deal with you. There we go. Be like Thanos and do it ourselves. Okay, battle 1. He managed to escape, that's unfortunate. Few prisoners we can pick up. We'll take the mercenary troops and they can just go inside Agalon Castle, that's fine. We'll take everyone apart from the looters. And we'll take a few prisoners as well. Dark Sergeant, Veteran Crossbowman, Balearic Slingers, some more Spearmen. Okay, there's bits to sell. I guess we'll sell them at Veluca. Northern Lands has declared war against the Vagia Sardum. That's fine, that's a northern dispute that doesn't really affect us too much. Sargoth's been besieged by some from the Northern Lands, fine. Baron Garmad is the new Marshal of the Rhodok Republic. Eastern Mercenaries I'd like to take, there's 10 of you. Let's drop off those mercenaries inside the castle nearby, and we'll come back and grab those guys, because those can turn into Nafatoon riders, or Nafatoon archers, all of which of course are very, very useful indeed. Put some sausages here as well, just for some variety in our food. We do know that morale is always a bit of a problem on this mod. Right. Where's the garrison? Let me just drop off these fairly average troops. Or the Balearic Slingers are better actually in the castle, I would think. So let's leave them inside. And pop out to Veluca to pick up those Eastern Mercenaries, because they can turn into some very nice soldiers, if they're still here. Camel Riders. They're not, they've left, that's unfortunate. That's very unfortunate that they've left in the time we've gone to drop off our prisoners, but that's fine. Let's go to Uxar, there might be some better mercenaries over that way. That's the Kais, I don't really want to face him if entirely possible. Head on to Uxal. Camel Rider, Caravan Guard, Lezalit. Okay, no one here of particular interest. Dark Knights are taking Suno from the Swadians. Swadians having a bad time there, that's for sure. So a few more Dark Initiates we picked up actually, that's pretty nice, alongside the Rhodok recruits. We'll pick up some more of those Rhodok recruits and train them up. I don't know if we need a prisoner tower. That may not be what we need, to be honest. Right, are we going to fight the king here? He's got a lot of skirmishers, but not many high level troops, so I'm just going to let this other lord join in, and then we will see if we can take him prisoner. Because I imagine he'll be worth a pretty penny. It's the first time we've actually fought against one of the kings. Usually they'd be a lot stronger. He seems to be struggling a bit. Now, it looks like our other lords are charging forwards. I'm not convinced I want to join them in that. I'm quite happy just to wait back here and pummel them with arrows. So if they want to push forward, that's fine. I'm not going to do so. But I'm not the Marshal or the King. I don't get to control these troops, unfortunately. Infantry just fall back a little bit. My infantry is probably better off just staying here as a control to ensure that our Archers can keep firing. Okay, let's get down ourselves. Some lovely Total War music in the background. Slightly concerned about those cavalry on the left, but we'll have to see how that goes. Swedish cavalry can be very problematic when it wants to be. It looks like they're coming for us, not our allies. Infantry charge while they've slowed down. I know we can kill lords that we capture. Do we reckon we can kill the king? I'm guessing we probably can't, but it'd be fun to try. If we take him prisoner, we'll definitely try to kill the king. Reinforcements have arrived. I'll let my archers charge now, because we want to probably get close to their archers. And my cavalry can charge as well. There's only 57 of them left, but at this point most of them are skirmishers or crossbowmen. We just want to probably just charge them down as best possible. I do like the Dark Sergeants and the way they look. Yeah, they've got a nice hill here, so the best thing we can do is just push towards them. And try and stop them firing. Ooh, Nafatoon Rider, good kill there with however many grenades you use, but don't get involved in close quarters combat. We just lost 2 Nafatoon Riders there. We might need to designate the Nafatoon Riders as a separate entity. As like a separate class, because they're just getting killed. I mean, sure, it's for a good cause, we're taking out the king here, but they do take quite a while to level up, and it's quite hard to find Eastern mercenaries as a general rule. Cease and desist, go away. Thank you, Dark Knights, you definitely supported me there. Yeah, I think we need to designate the Nafatoon Riders as someone different, because they're just so underpowered in terms of armour. And I know that's kind of I guess that's the way to balance them, because they're so competent in combat when it comes to actual, like, offensive power. So I understand why they're relatively weak in terms of armour. But still. Can we shoot that guy before he gets away? See if we can. Not quite, but the Dark Knight got him, that's all that matters. Okay, 8 renown. He managed to escape, unfortunately. But we'll take everyone to sell. Probably actually get rid of some of these militia. For the footmen and the infantry, they'll likely be worth a little bit more money. Do we still have enough 2 riders alive? We still have 2 alive, fine. Yeah, I think we probably need to designate them as something different. Grab all those bits, we'll sell them at Valuka. Including a very nice horse, but we're not really into horses, so it doesn't really feel like we need to hold on to it that much. Sell these bits. Now, is there a tavern broker here? That'd be quite nice. Camel riders, madams. You look like a prison broker. You are a prison broker. Excellent. Let me sell you for 2,000. Because I want to go to my hideout. Because I need 10,000 dinars to upgrade it, which I can now do. I don't know how many it can hold, but we'll have to see. Yes, upgrade hideout to hidden base. The Saracens are taking Doom from the Dark Knights. Interesting. You need tools and lumber. Ah. Right, hang on. Let me go find some lumber. Okay, good. He's upgrading the Rodok recruits. Very nice. Do we have any lumber? Lumber. Where do we get lumber from? We've got masterwork tools here, which we'll probably actually sell and get some slightly cheaper tools. There you go. I'm going to pick up a bit of bread as well. Because they don't need to be particularly good tools, they just need to be adequate tools. Set to Suno. Oh, credit Valuka is not very good. Okay, marketplace. We might struggle to find the lumber we're after. We'll keep looking. Over to Praven. There's lots of ale here. That's interesting. I wonder if ale sells well elsewhere. There's plenty of it here. Let me just have a quick look. Okay, 50 more recruits to Gellon. That's very nice. Buy ale here and sell it. Would give them, bring back a profit of 7 denars. I'm not sure it's entirely worth it. Right, over to Yalen. I want to find this lumber if I can. Got to keep an eye out for Harangoth though, because that is a hostile castle. We've made peace with the Saranids, but we're still at war with the Swadians. That's perfectly okay. There's some lumber. Good. Pick up the fish and cheese while we're here, just to keep morale up as best possible. And let's go back and upgrade our hideout into something a little bit more interesting. So I'm curious to see what other benefits that gives us. Saranids, the Swadians are at war with the Northern Lands. We could start thinking about our own kingdom, I suppose, but that could be a while off yet. Let's upgrade this hideout to a hidden base. Okay. Maximum capacity is 40 men. That's not very useful, is it? Enter assembly hall. Manage your gang. Yeah, your party's too large to make a stop here. I understand why. It's not a particularly big establishment. I was just hoping that having invested 10,000 dinars, it might be worth a little bit more. Because I don't even know what else we can do in here, but at least we have a hidden base now. That has now cost pretty much all our money. It's not quite what I would have wanted, but oh well. Let's get everyone upgraded. Perhaps hideouts were much better for earlier on in this campaign. We need to go kill someone for some more money. Although we are keeping up a decent income, one way or another. I suppose we could go to this forest bandit camp. That wouldn't be a terrible idea. I'm just going to wait till daytime to go in. Should be able to get some decent loot from this. Everyone can just charge, that's fine. We've got Deshavi and Tim with us. We should be able to make some good progress here. So many trees. Then again, they are forest bandits. I suppose that does make sense in a way. Hi, fellas. Nope. Nope. There we go. Deal with you. It's kind of the next 4 dealt with. They might well spawn behind me. We'll have to see. Seen quite a few explosions going off. But we should get an okay amount of loot from this place. More just spawned in. That's fine. Let's probably put our shield up to deal with these chaps over here. Hi, fellas. Deal with you. Deal with you. And you. Oh, no, no, no. Come back here. Who's here? Is this tin? This is tin. Good. Oh, always know tin's got my back. And come off to you here. We did pretty well defending against those hits, but managed to deal with it. Now just 2 left. Back over by this other hut, I would imagine. Yep, there he is. There we go. Shoot him from afar. Will we get much loot from this Frost Bandit encampment? Possibly not. No. But money's money. And after our slightly stupid investment in a hideout which could only hold 40 men, it's probably an ideal thing just to sell what we can. Oh, we didn't even use the tools after all that. I guess we had to have the tools, but not actually have them break, because I guess we used them and then kind of just left them in the condition they were. Right, cheese, sausages, and grain. Pop into the tavern here, see who's around. Ooh, hello, I do like you guys. I do like my Genoese arbalest, or in this case, Genoese balestras. I'm pretty sure I'm mispronouncing that as always, but hey ho. Gotta watch out for my morale. Let me return to a Gelon. And hopefully find... Oh, since when did we have Viancore? I remember since when we had Viancore Castle, but it's nice to have it. Right, let's pop in here. I'm just going to speak to our Chamberlain. Treasury, I want to withdraw some money. Oh, we've only got 5 dinars in there. Right, let's stop training for the time being. We'll start that again at a later stage. We do have more Dark Initiates, which is good. Well, I might actually move those Dark Initiates over to the hideout in the future. We'll have to see if that's a worthwhile investment, just to ensure that they survive. What's going on over here? That's a pretty big Rodok army. Who are they fighting? They're fighting one group of Dark Knights. I don't think we can help the Dark Knights out there. I wouldn't mind taking on you, though. We'll have to take you on separately from the other force. Here we go, surrender or die. 112 versus 76, good. It's a decent fight for us, and we should earn some decent morale and money, should we win. I guess we push forward to this hill, because it's probably a bit more open. Oh, they're right there. Okay, no, pull back to where you were. Pull back to where you were. Infantry there. Archers there, cavalry there. I need to move because I'm going to get stabbed or shot. Didn't realise they were quite so close to us. Okay, let's dismount and get involved in the shooting here. I feel like that should have been a hit, but you know. I wish we could say target cavalry, but I don't think that's something that can be done in this mod. Or this game generally. Infantry charge, because they're coming in now. Cavalry can also charge. I'm not doing very well with my shots here today, am I? Managing to damage a horse or two, but nothing apart from that. Still, we are doing pretty well here. We may well revolt against the Rodoks when the time is right. If we end up taking quite a bit of land and then they decide that actually they don't want to give the land to us, we may well think about turning tail and going independent. Although having the assistance of the Rodoks is nice for the time being, because at some point the Dark Knights will come for us, whether we're independent or not, and that may not work. It may not end up very well for us, to be honest. Now, these are all cavalry. I want our own cavalry to not get involved, apart from to throw grenades. That'll do. Right, cavalry, get out of there. Because you're going to die. Yep, there we go. Cavalry died. Damage your horse. Shouldn't have let the cavalry charge in. That was an unnecessary waste of an Afton rider, really. There we go. Unnecessary loss of an Afton rider, but hey ho. He managed to escape. That's incredibly infuriating. We could have done with actual money from taking him prisoner, but we will take his troops prisoner. And we'll gather everything else here. We don't want to stay around though, because that's a much bigger force. Only 388 though. We could give it a go. I think it would be a... I think that'd be a tall order for us to win, to be perfectly honest. Doom is held by the Standard Sultanate. Oh, hello. You look like you're someone I can kill. Especially as most of your troops are just recruits. Come here. I want to take you prisoner, because I need the money and I need the morale. Time for you to die. Let's push to this hill here, I guess. Oh, maybe, maybe not crash into the tree on the way. Yeah, infantry here. Archers here. Yeah, I think I need to redesignate the Nafatoon Riders to something else. Or just keep them in my castle as defensive grenadiers. Because they're just so weak, look at them. Obviously they've got grenades and that's very useful. But they're just so weak in terms of staying alive. Now they are protected by the Dark Knights, but still. Right, I'm quite happy to let these guys charge at us. They're mostly recruits, they'll die to our crossbows anyway. They do have some knights, of course, but we should be able to deal with them. Start firing. I was not expecting that to be a hit. Looks like they're pushing to this hill to the left of us. We might need to just rearrange. And we will need to rearrange slightly. So infantry here, archers here, and cavalry can just move over here a little bit. They're rearranging, so we'll rearrange as well. Yeah, I mean they're mostly recruits or militia, so I'm not too concerned about these guys at all, really. The cavalry might be problematic, but everyone else should be a problem at all. Is that recruit wearing lederhosen, or is it just me? I think it is just me. Let's go for that crossbow on the back if we can. Well, I don't think we were far off there. That's more like it. Don't know where they've gone because no one appears to be firing anymore. Ah, they're to our left, that's why. Okay, cavalry pull back because they're actually ahead of where we are. I want to keep them alive. Okay. The longer we can keep shooting them, the better. Okay, infantry's going to have to go now because our archers are ahead for some reason, or some archers are ahead. And the majority of these infantry are not going to be a problem. Come here, boy. Let's kill you. Archers can charge as well. That's can cavalry, actually. Everyone can charge now. I think we dealt with the majority of them. Let's charge down the archer line. We're going the wrong way. Whoa! Camera went absolutely crazy there for a second. Right, let's turn around. Only 3 dead, so it's not too bad. It's mostly these skirmishers that are causing the problems. As the majority of Rodok troops don't tend to run with shields, which can sometimes be their downfall. Some do, but often they don't. Not enough Tomb Rider, hopefully you don't get killed in the process. Cavalry pull back to me, actually. I don't want them to die if possible. Ah, well, they won anyway, so that's fine. Victory indeed. You are my prisoner. Even though actually you were kind of quite happy to see me. But I need the money, realistically, unfortunately. So I will take you prisoner and sell you for however much I can get away with. Let's get everyone else upgraded. Another Dark Knight, wonderful. Let me have a look at what's here, because some of the loot we have with us is probably pretty terrible. We can probably get some slightly better loot to sell. Not by much, but enough. Let me sell this guy straight away. 9,000? 9,000, very nice. That should keep us going for the time being. Let me go to Yelkala and sell. We are going to war. What are we trying to take? Doesn't say, but we need to be near Buvan and Fedna, which is relatively near Yelkala anyway, so that's not a problem. Oh, Yelin's been besieged. Is that the problem? That probably is the problem. And Dirham has been besieged as well. It's all happening. Right, let me pop to the tavern quickly. Ooh, more of you guys. Sure. Take as many as I can. And let's sell all these bits. Should be worth an okay amount. There's some armour here. Now we need to go and protect Yalen. Between Buvan and Fedna. Where's Fedna? Ah, yes. It's a Veluca village, so it's under control of the Dark Knights. I imagine they're going to Yalen, though. And why is our... I don't know why our relation with Dumar is going pretty poor. If we build a school or something, that increases the loyalty. It's a lot of money, though. A manor. What about a watchtower? I don't know why they're so... Oh, is it because we've got high taxes? We might need to change that. I think it is because we've got high taxes. You are out of position. And I'm going to kill you for it. We'll hold on this hill here. I imagine we might need to attack them, but we've got a lovely hill here. I see them down there in the fields. No, they might actually be pushing us, to be honest. Right. Infantry, or archers here. Infantry here, and cavalry right at the very back for the time being, please. Keep those Nefertiti riders safe. We haven't really invested in cavalry much this entire playthrough, but I think we're going to have to start doing so now going forward. Let's have a shot at you. These Dark Sergeants, I like their shields. They're very cool with the kind of dragon head there. That's very cool. Okay, infantry charge. This is a Dark Knight Lord, so we do need to be a little bit careful here. Who's defected over to the Swadians, I'm guessing. I might get some loot from here if we're lucky. Because we haven't actually managed to find much Dark Knight loot so far. Archers can charge as well. I'm going to leave my cavalry behind. I don't want them dying to the relatively strong infantry, but we've already won. There we go, 3 down, 7 morale. You're my prisoner. He probably doesn't have any money for us, but we can get a few prisoners here, which is good. So we'll take all the Dark Knight troops possible. Get rid of one of you, because I want that extra Dark Knight. So eventually if we make our whole army into Dark Knight troops, that's probably going to be the best thing for us, to be honest. Let's take that other Dark Horseman. Anything interesting here? Oh, Black Sallet. It's not as good as our current helmet, but someone might take it. Yeah, I think someone's taken it because there's a different helmet there now. I did see another Lord here. You're a Kurgit Lord, actually. You might be even easier to kill. Yedin is still under siege. So what's going on? Is it under siege by many people? No, it's not. Fine. So we can go in here and sell these bits. Is that mace better than what we've got? It's not, no. Okay, we'll buy some more fish here. Maybe some cheese as well. And let's have a look and see if there's a prison broke here. It'd be ideal if there was. Hello, Welsh Longbowman. Ivan. Can you teach me archery? Can you teach me horse archery? You've got a strong arbalest. That was just the same as what we've currently got. So you're an archer. Tutor, I suppose you could say. Recruiter. Okay. No one else here that we need particularly. Do we have anyone we can sell? Yes, Ritter Hector here. You shall face a military trial. I'll take the money. I'm going to use a little bit of the money to get some morale back. The whole Rodok group is here. Good, I'll leave them to it. How strong is that army, by the way, under Rodok control? About 1,300. With more coming in. Fine, so the Rodok's not doing too badly. So we may not want to... And there are more here. We may not want to actively rebel against them just yet. We will deal with this mountain bandit hideout. Because I feel like it'd be useful for the Rodok Lords to be doing something else apart from chasing these bandits everywhere. So I'm happy to let our companions and ourselves push in here. Can't see anything with that logo in the way. Okay, let's get in there. We've got plenty of good archers, so I'm probably okay to get involved in melee. Plenty of grenades going off. Ooh, goodness me, that grenade did some good work. Good effort, Tin. Okay, 3 chaps here. That's why even these low-level two-handed lads can sometimes be problematic. They can sometimes hurt a great deal. There we go. I'm not too worried about the chap with throwing stones, though. Go, deal with you. Guess we turn around. Already dealt with, good. Help to Sharvie out here. She doesn't have a shield. I think we're doing pretty well here, actually. Just the 2 left. Oh my goodness, was that a headshot? I think it was a headshot. That was right to the side of the head. The loot here is absolutely abysmal. Fine. Just take what we can, that's fine. I more just wanted to clear it out so the lords wouldn't be chasing after it half the time. And we'll go to Yokala to sell. I mean, the stones and fairly basic knives and clubs are not going to be worth a huge amount, but let's just get them out of our inventory anyway. Pop to the tavern. Traveller. You might tell us why there's a ransom broker. Cheriz, Nara, Halmar, Vecheg, Tulga, Kudan and Praven. Pretty much everywhere apart from where we are. Praven... We go to Praven actually. Sell them there. Be about maybe 2,000, and we've got an okay amount of prisoners here. It's probably not a bad idea to go get them sold. Dirham's no longer under siege. We could, I guess, go and try and take Dirham for ourselves. But it's quite out of the way. I don't know if it's worthwhile to do so or not. Book Merchant, Camel Archer, Yum's Viking. Is he upstairs? He must be upstairs. Or he's moved on and we've just missed him, which would be unfortunate. No one in there. No one in here. And no one in there. Fine, we've just missed him then, I think. Because I don't think we can sell prisoners to a book merchant. I don't think he'd be too thrilled by that. See if there's anything worthwhile. I wouldn't mind taking this book for the extra leadership, but that's going to take a while. Could take the Quran, the Holy Quran, having the extra charisma after reading. But we don't really have the money for that, at least money on me. So we'll just have to leave that for the time being, I would say. Got 10,000 there, but we are also losing a lot of money. Remind me, I need to go back to Gelon and change the taxes of Dumar back to normal. Because I think that we're losing morale, or losing reputation with them. So I don't want to do that anymore. I don't want to lose the extra relation. It's probably not worth it. For the very little extra money that we're going to be getting from them. So pop into our Gelon here, and let's just... we can resume training actually, that's fine. Train recruits. We'll go for some ranged troops actually, because we've mostly be going for the other branch, the melee branch. Dumar can go for low, that's fine. To help it try grow. We'll call things apart there. More to come soon indeed. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye bye.